What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna try that Schedule 1 game on both allies. So, I already went and got Afterburner all set up on the white one. Now I just have to remember to go and pair the two Bluetooth keyboard and mouse with it. So, hopefully it'll run halfway decently on here. If it does, at 1080p but high, we'll just play around a little bit. But if not, and it dropping down under the 30s and just being horrible, well then we'll try going through all the different graphics settings you usually do on these things. 1080p, 900p, and 720p. But hey, we won't know till we get in there. So let's go and start out with the little Ally Z1 Extreme, and then we'll go and do the Ally X afterwards. We're gonna go get some screen recorded, then we'll also get some camera recorded too. So, to the game.
Alright, so here's the settings we're gonna go and use on the Allies. Now, for whatever reason, the white one still gets stuck to 50 FPS, even though I have no frame rate limit or anything on. It just limits itself to 50 FPS. I remember it doing that before I stopped and upgraded the X, so that is why it is at 50. I did not do that. Alright, here we go. We're just gonna get ourselves a little bit of some gameplay here, and then switch on over to the Ally X and see how that does. Now, both of them get more than playable FPS, but there are times where it drops into the 30s even in this game, once you get to the actual city that you're supposed to hang out in. This is kind of like a hey, we're going to show you how to do everything kind of thing. And half the time I couldn't read the frickin' stuff on the Steam Deck because of the stat window. I'm glad I can actually read what to do here. At least for now. I think there's still spots where this one I can't see either. Alright, let's bag our weed. Alright, now we got our baggies. What do we got? We got 8?
Okay.
Alright, well, it looks like we're heading to town. Sure is a rainy day today. Glad I decided to take some drives. After being sick, I had to get out of the house. Barely went anywhere. So that was pretty fun. Alright, there's one of the dudes. Alright, we gotta try to split it up. I don't want to accidentally give him the whole thing. I think I did that when I was playing a little bit before. I accidentally just give somebody like 8. And was like, here you go, here's a free sample, here's 8, here's all the weed I got. And then everybody else is like, what the fuck, where's my weed? There we go. I think that's what he wants. No, he wants 2. So we need Pablo back over there. There we go, 2. There we go. We got it. Anyway, though, this looks like a good opportunity to go move on over to the Ally X. Well, here we are back in the game. I did not get far enough to make the game save, so we're just going to start over again, but that's okay, because then you can actually see the exact FPS difference between the two. They're very similar. Though I will say the Ally Z1 Extreme, I think it had slightly better frame times. But it is what it is. That just goes to show you the new one isn't always better at everything. But I would still rather play the one that has double the battery life and take a few extra, you know, frame time hits. And for all I know, it's placeboing me. And the damn thing was limited to 50 FPS, so that's not exactly fair to compare it frame rate wise. I don't know why, but sometimes when it's been like almost every time, I plug my Z1 Extreme into my capture computer, it's limited to 50 FPS. I never set up nothing. The refresh rate's not 50, nothing like that. So I don't know what the world's going on, but it's kind of annoying. Luckily, when I unplug it, everything goes back to normal, so you'll have to wait and see the camera recorded portion for the white one's actual FPS. And I think I probably could have turned the frame rate target up too. Maybe that would have helped. But it looked like they were struggling to even hit 60, so I was like, okay, I'll just leave it alone. But maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that's why it's having a problem hitting 60. At least all the time. Although once you get to the actual real city, the city we went and visited is a tiny little one. Just like a little demo city. Morning, bud. Yeah, we gotta go sell some drugs.
Yeah.
Alright, heading to town. I will say this one definitely gets slightly lower temps, that's for sure. And I didn't do nothing to the fan speeds. I got both of them on turbo. And I actually think this one uses a little more power. Since it has a little extra wattage in the battery, I think they allowed it to use even more than the Z1 Extreme did. Meow meow. Well, alright. I guess she's had enough of me talking. She doesn't like when I do my recordings, but she still gave me a little lap time. And no bites this time. Sometimes she gets a little bitey. Yeah, I can go and play my games with my friends and talk to them for 10 hours straight. Obviously, that's a little exaggeration, but for like 3-4 hours straight, and she doesn't care. So it's not just my voice. Very strange. Oh, you can't jump over that? You can't vault over that tiny little fence? Oh, you bitch. Well, whatever. We'll go around it. Vaulting just wasn't put into this game, I guess, and that's okay. What's up, Joe? Here, I got you some drugs. And some pretty decent drugs, too. And there's more where that came from. Well, not really. But he doesn't need to know that. Alright, I gotta get me some soil. Oh, they want me to get 2 soil. Oh, we did get 2. Okay. Oh, what the hell, guys? I don't got nothing. I just got some soil. I'm gonna go plant some roses. Oh, scum am I? I'm gonna fill your town with drugs, you know what? Yeah. Anyway, though, why don't we go ahead and move on over to a little camera?
Alright, let's get some camera recorded gameplay. Yeah, it keeps on limiting itself to 50 when I hook it to the capture computer. Wonder what the hell's up with that. Anybody else want some drugs? I already gave him his drugs. We gotta give some more people drugs. Hello, I'm trying to figure out who wants the drugs. Hey, you look like you want some drugs. Alright. He wants 2. That is 2, right?
Yes.
Alright. Now we gotta find one last person. Blue house. That looks like a blue house. Wait, what does it want? Oh. Open the contacts app. Let's see, what does it want me to do? Provide a sample. Okay. Clancy. Alright, well, where's Clancy? Something off the doctor's office. Alright, so we just gotta find the doctor's office. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. I'm not doing nothing, guys. It's all good. This looks more like a hotel than a doctor's office, but won't know until I look. Nope, that is definitely not Clancy. Ah.
Okay. Okay.
Boom. Hell yeah. We're on our way, guys. Let's see. And then give purchase some soil from the hardware store. Alright, is this the hardware store? Yes. Alright, we need some soil. Now I gotta go and find the contact at the motel. Okay. Ha! Didn't have shit on me. Can't get me. I don't got none. Bitch! Alright, now. If I remember correctly, that stuff was down yonder. Misty, you trying to get into my closet? There's nothing in there for Misty's.
Is it?
Alright, and with that, why don't we go move on to the Ally X? Alright, let's get some camera recorded gameplay now. We gotta go over here to this contact. Okay. Drive back to the ranch. There we go. Alright, there we go. It makes a little pop. There you go. Alrighty. And now we gotta water it. And there we go. Head to bed. Can do. Oh, that's not the bed. I am out of there. Alright, it's time to get to work, apparently. Oh, you can customize your character? Yeah. I don't want to waste time with that. I don't know what happened to the frame rate, but still playable. Barely, but still. Alright, and now I can't read what it wants me to do anymore. Well, whatever. I think that's probably a great spot to stop anyway. So let's go wrap the video on up. Alright guys, that is a wrap for Schedule 1 on the Asus Allies. And it seemed to run pretty damn good at first, but if you leave it at 1080p on high, well, I guess once you get to the actual city, it's like the 30s, but still playable for a game like that. I just don't think anything, even if you put it on low, it might not always get 60 at least in the main city. But hey, for a game like this, I think that's still more than playable, as long as it's not going to drop down under 30. But in any case though, that's all I got for you guys for this particular video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.